Hi guys, it's time to face the music, and I got a ton of music to play for you today, so I'm gonna get going real quick. Today this episode is about songs that have the same title, same name. I've picked one from the past and one from the present. I know it's not an exhaustive list, but interestingly, the very first one that I picked, we had multiple ones in our music collection with this name. And you probably won't just a hugely long intro to this song, but this is a song called Radioactive, and it's by Gene Simmons from Kiss from 1978. And he's going to get going on it in just a second. And back in 1978, all the members of Kiss released a solo album on the same day in September 1978, and this is from Gene Simmons' solo album, and it's called Radioactive. And I think everybody kind of knows who Kiss is. They're classified as hard rock. I kind of like to think of them as a little bit glam with all that makeup. Anyway, I saw them in concert when I was about 15 or 16. They were just so huge back then. And it's just a little bit of a fun song to play today. And Kiss has sold over 100 million albums worldwide. So nothing to be sneezed at, really. And this was Gene Simmons' album, whose album charted the highest out of the four guys. His album did the best out of all of them. So that's Radioactive by Gene Simmons. Now I'm going to move on to another Radioactive. And this is from 2010. So I'm going to jump around back and forth a bit through time on this episode. And this is Kings of Leon, Radioactive. This is from their fifth album, and apparently it's in the soundtrack for that movie Boyhood that's winning all sorts of awards at the moment. And it's just all about rediscovery, self-rediscovery, and things like that. And they never actually say Radioactive in the song. And you read a little bit up on this song, and it had a long growth period within the band. They weren't actually going to record it, and they did, and weren't going to release it, and they did, and I think it was the first single off their 2010 album. Anyway, that's Radioactive by Kings of Leon. Now, originally, the Radioactive I was thinking of was this one, which is by Imagine Dragons. And this is from their first album from 2013, actually. And Imagine Dragons are American. They're from Las Vegas. And Radioactive has won a ton of awards, critical acclaim. Billboard calls it the biggest rock song of 2013. It was the biggest selling rock single in U.S. digital history back in 2013. To another song, actually, with a different name completely. Probably could do a whole episode on Radioactives or a particular name. I might do that, save that for another time. Now, this is Zombie by the Cranberries. This was very successful at the time. So hopefully you're all familiar with this. This is from 1994. Cranberries are an Irish band. It is a protest song, and Irish artists seem to have a flair for protest songs. And it was in protest to the death of 2 boys the previous year as a result of an IRA bombing. Is Jamie T. And Jamie T is an English singer-songwriter from London, and he's been making music for about 10 years. He's had a few hits along the way, and this Zombie is from his 3rd album, which is called Carry On the Grudge, from last year, released last year. He's playing in Sydney this month, or may have already played actually. Now he is nicknamed a one-man Arctic monkey, and I can see now why I like his music if he's a one-man Arctic monkey, and he is. I can see that. Anyway, I better keep going. We're running. I've got one more song I want to play for you today. Only 2 artists, and that's Jamie T with Zombie from 2014. Now I'm going to move on to a song called Something About You. Now this is the level 42 version. I think last episode you played the predecessor band, which was Reflex, Politics and Dancing, and a couple of the guys went on to form level 42. This is Something About You. I'm going to zip this forward a little bit because I know we're running a bit long here. Let me just go a bit forward. They are English. They've been touring as recently as 2010. I saw some videos online for them. So, you know, as these guys do, they have the music in them and they get back together and they start touring again. And sometimes releasing new music as well. So, this is Something About You by Level 42 from 1985, by the way. And I have just one more to play for you, just bear with me. Always love this song. Anyway, let's move on. This was just released a few weeks ago, this one. This is Something About You. This was released in December of 2014, so 6 or 7 weeks ago, by Hayden James. And Hayden is a Sydney artist, singer-songwriter, producer. By the way, I just want to thank my friend Laurie for sending this my way. It's a great song, I love it. And yeah, this is a little episode about songs with the same name and how varied the music that comes from them is. And I might try and find one song that has a lot of different genres of music with the same title. Anyway, those out. Thanks for watching. Just remember that I don't own the copyright to this music. That rests with the copyright holder. And buy all your music. Don't steal music.